Hey, what's up everybody? Tony with Lido Loca, and this is our Carnival Hub App overview. When we were on the Carnival Paradise last month, I made sure to take some time to get some images of the Carnival Hub App while it was in use. I know every time I'm not on the ship, I want to check and see what the features are, but all you can really do is just see how to add your countdown date. I did make a video on adding the countdown date. There should be a link right up there or in the description below if you want to check that out. But yeah, we're going to jump into it and yeah, track along. Alright, jumping right into it. Here is what you see when you go to the Hub app. We're going to go start with the people section. This is where you add people that you want to talk to while you're on the ship. Real quickly, I'm going to delete the folks I already had in there, show you how to add. What I found is if you just put the first name of the person in, it's a little trial and error, because as I started to type my brother's last name, I didn't find anything. So I went back just to adding the first name only, and then you can scroll through everybody and find some of your shipmates. So here I'm just adding my brother, and I'm adding my sister-in-law Heidi, and I'm adding Jenny back to my chat list, so I have somebody to talk to. But you can do this with anybody that's on your sailing. So if you meet people on the ship, you can add them, and that way you can easily get in communication. This feature was $5 a day per person. So you know, we paid $10 and we were able to communicate with everybody. And here I'm just composing a message. So I made a little group chat message, checking up on the ladies. Say what's up. But yeah, so pretty straightforward. I mean, it works just like any other texting app once you've got your contacts in there. The only thing is you have to keep the app running in the background so that you get notified when new texts come in. So you want to make sure you don't close it all the way out so that you can see what everybody's up to. And so here, as I'm starting to go to the next feature, I notice that I get a notification in my chat area, and then also at the top right. And that's how you know that somebody's responded to you. So this is Heidi hitting me back. All right, so the next section we're going to look at is the favorites section. And this is actually tied to the what's happening. Anytime that you favorite something in the what's happening, which is the digital representation of the fun times, it'll show up in your favorites section. So here from favorites, I went to what's happening, and this was what was going on the sea day. This is really our last day of the cruise. We'd already been to Havana, Cuba, and so this tells you everything that's going on, which is kind of cool. And if you see the heart to the left, if you find something that you want to see, you can just add a heart to it, and it shows everybody that's on your friends list who's also, so like where that says photo ops casual never looks so good. Somebody in our group, either Chris, Heidi, or Jenny, had already favored that. Same thing with the Epic Rock Show. So you can click on those things, and once you favorite the same thing that somebody else has favorited, you can go into your favorites and you can see who else has chosen it. Moving on into the food and drink area, this shows you all the different options for food that are currently available. So as we scroll up here, you see that we have lunch and dinner, and it tells you what restaurants are open and from what times. And then the cool thing is, if you do see something that you want, you can dig into it and actually get to the menu. So here we are going to go into the early dining. It shows us the location, the Destiny restaurant at 8 Aft, and then here you can dig into the menu. So shows what's on ships that didn't, before they added this to the app, you'd have to go to the actual restaurant and kind of look at the display they had. The other cool thing is if you're not sure where the location is of where you want to eat, there's a mapping system built right in. Here we're looking for the Elation restaurant, and if you click that, it shows you where it's at in relation. So it tells us we're on deck 8, the Atlantic deck, and then the little green dot tells us where the restaurant is. So moving on, we'll go into shore excursions. There's not much to see here because we had already completed our trip to Havana. Jumping down to ship maps, it's a really cool interactive map. It shows all the different decks, and then once you dig into the deck, it will actually show you points of interest. So all the red dots that you see are points of interest, and if you click on the red dot with your finger, it'll tell you what you're looking at. So This is from the Lido deck. It shows all the different eating options and gives you a better idea of what you're looking at other than just a static map. So I found that to be pretty helpful. From the ship maps, we'll go to the open times section. This is pretty helpful too. It shows you all the different amenities on the ship and what their hours of operation is, which is really helpful so you don't traipse over to like a pool or something and find it to be closed. The next section is the good to know section. This is kind of like a reference guide, pretty helpful. Tell you what the dress code is for different areas, the beach towel policy. I was just clicking through a few things. Good ideas on how to not get overcharged on your cell phone, what the liquor policy is. It's really just kind of like a glossary of all these different aspects of the ship. This next section is important. The account summary, we use this quite a bit. You might have seen the video. We found a fraudulent charge on our account, like on the second day, just looking at this app where Jenny had been charged for alcohol that she didn't purchase, that $166.48 charge. But yeah, this is where you see all your charges. Internet packages, because we were connected, it didn't show as much as it would. Before you have your internet package, it'll actually show you the different options and let you select yours from there. But once you're connected, that's what it looks like. And then I went up and tweaked the profile a little bit just to show you guys how to change your picture. All you do is click edit there, and you can change your picture. I thought it'd be fun to grab one that we took on the ship. There is a little bit of a skill to it. The first picture you'll see that I chose, I didn't really crop it, and so it didn't look too good in the app. Well, I'm already missing the C. So yeah, you notice it didn't turn out very good, and quickly I'm like, I need to change that picture, and I went and chose one that had a better shot of getting my head in there. And here's a little crop action on my head to get that fixed up. But yeah, so the overall the app pretty cool. You can do a lot of stuff there that used to require looking at the fun times or going to customer service to get your bill, but overall very helpful. Alright guys, well that was the Carnival Hub app, how it looked when you're actually on the ship using it. Tons of features. I found particularly helpful knowing the menu, seeing the times, and trying to hook up with everybody else as to what they were doing. Super easy to use, and hope this information was helpful. Hope this video was helpful. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the Lido Loca YouTube channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. We make all kinds of videos here, cruise how-tos, cruise vlogs. Sometimes we do a daily show, so make sure you join in with that. Follow us on social media. We're on Twitter and Instagram at Lido Loca, and we also have a pretty vibrant Facebook community, the Lido Loca cruising community. Again, I hope the video was helpful. I'm Tony with Lido Loca. Until the next time, we'll see you on the Lido.